We're looking for some startenders.
I'm Bianca.
And I'm Sam, and we're bringing you Thirsty Bartender's first ever craft cocktail competition.
We just want to know, do you think you can twang?
We have found 10 talented contestants who have crafted a cocktail for you, all featuring Twang Salts. 3 winners out of the 10 will be chosen by you, the viewers, to win a big fat salty prize.
Not only will the winners be getting salty, but Twang is also giving the 3 winners a $150 cash prize. And today we're going to be getting to know the contestants. Let's go.
Our first contestant is a Southern gentleman full of Southern charm, and he's known for his bright, colorful backyard cocktails.
Hi, my name is Malagaz. Nice to meet you. I work at a Mexican bar and grill named Guitarist. I'm really excited about this. I was actually talking to someone at work about what I was going to make for a drink. Kind of homemade style, but also something that's really good for the summertime here in Georgia. So I'm excited. Something different, something new to the table for me, as well as going to be for the audience and you ladies as well. So yeah, I'm excited and ready to try to win some Twang Salt.
Our next contestant is a meticulous mixologist. He used his time in quarantine to come up with a brilliant brand, Top Notch Mixers. He personally delivers fresh cocktail mixers to South Florida locals.
My name is Juan Tapia. I was born and raised in Miami, but I'm from a Latino background. And what I do, I guess you can say a multitude of things, but mainly beverage consultant, bar consulting, and at the moment running a small business, which is Top Notch Mixers, free cocktail mixes delivered to your door. I guess I'm known for being pretty adamant about details. Not the greatest thing, I guess, amongst colleagues, but it has proven to show that it does make a difference for the guest experience. So a lot of people may clown on me for being like too attention to detail or too like about the details. But at the end of the day, if you're on the other side of the bar, you appreciate those things. And that's usually why I strive for that. When I'm creating a cocktail or crafting a cocktail, the inspiration usually comes from one ingredient. It'll be something that catches my eye or like a flavor that really intrigues me. I call it like spotlighting that flavor. So I'll start with that flavor, the spotlight, and then I'll work around it and make sure that all the other flavors are just like a harmony to the melody.
We highly recommend taking a scroll through the next contestant's Instagram feed. Scrolling through his cocktail photos will make you thirsty.
My name is Teddy Martinez. I'm from LA County, born in the Philippines, came here when I was 3. I am an actual bartender. Been doing it professionally for a couple years now. Currently, I work at a bar called Mescalero in Long Beach, California. We have 2 locations, Long Beach and downtown Los Angeles. Obviously, by the name, we're a mezcal and tequila bar. That's what we specialize in. But at the end of the day, it's kind of just like, I go with just what I know. Tequila, mezcal, or bourbon was like my thing, right? Like, I can make anything I want, but those were like my main focuses. And they're all just kind of tropically influenced just because I'm Mexican and Filipino. I guess the Filipino side kind of takes over in that regard, or that my little island flavor takes over. I think after I got 2 third-place finishes in the bartender at large competitions during quarantine, I was like, oh, this is fine. It's fun. It's fun to like force yourself to really create, really like buckle down, especially for a competition. It's like you got to bring everything. You got to make sure everything is good to go.
The next contestant is a mixologist that loves to reinvent the classics. He goes by Bowtie Louie, and you're about to find out why.
So my name is Luis Del Pozo. I'm from Orange County, California. I currently work at Shorebird in Newport Beach. My handle is Bowtie Louie. As you can see, I'm wearing a bow tie. I started wearing one every day, and then people loved it, and then I created a handle with it because I also wanted to post my cocktails that I was making. My cocktail that I want to be known is for my banana old fashioned. It's been definitely one of those that people know me for as far as in Orange County, so that's definitely my cocktail. As far as where I draw my inspiration, when you get the question at the bar, someone asks you, hey, can you just make me something fruity or whatever? All those decisions come from the places that you've gone to, your palate, obviously your guest experience as far as like what they want to have at that moment. And more than anything, just studying the classics. I find beauty in simple modifications that you can make them really tasty.
The next contestant is not only known for his layered, colorful cocktails, but he's also Insta-famous. He has 112,000 followers on Instagram, and he's even been featured on Tipsy Bartender.
Hey guys, my name is Dante. or I go by Let's Turn Up. Some people call me Turn Up. I'm a mixologist here on the East Coast. I first started making drinks like 2014. I was bartending at a nightclub in Washington, D.C. For like 2 years. And then it was fun, the nightlife, all that. Eventually got out of that and started doing everything here at home. People have always asked me throughout the years, like, how do you come up with this stuff? Do you pre-plan what you're gonna make? And the answer is I don't pre-plan. I just buy a bunch of ingredients and I think of color. And then I'm thinking about what kind of garnishes will go on this, what ingredients will make this color pop. Around 2017, Tipsy Bartender, he used to repost me a lot because I used to make a lot of like interesting cocktails. He got a lot of ideas from me himself. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the one called the Tower of Death shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Tower of Death shot. 3 shots in 1.
I found out that it started going viral when I went to a bar here where I live and they started serving those. And I was like, well, hold up. I invented that.
This next contestant will wow you with his bar tricks. He's adored by the locals, and his to-go quarantine cocktails were an absolute hit.
My name is Mike Cabrera, and I'm a bartender. I've been doing a lot of cocktail videos and then just trying to bring awareness in the light of humor. Make everyone aware that, you know, since restaurants are open, there are bartenders that are back to work, but a lot of clubs and bars are not. My goal was just pretty much to make it a point that, you know, we're kind of like forgotten about. During quarantine, we also started these curbside cocktails. They're mason jars, they're sealed. A lot of the proceeds were actually going to the staff that weren't able to get a job while all this was going on. It was pretty good, it was pretty successful. We're all struggling, so this is kind of cool. I'm happy I'm in this competition.
Our next contestant started her bar career at a dive bar and is now a seasoned competitor. She has been in many competitions held by world-renowned brands such as Grey Goose and Woodford Reserve.
My name is Bailey. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am currently a bartender by trade. I also, in my spare time, practice different infusions, syrup making, all of that jazz, just because I love everything about cocktails. I started out in a kind of divey night bar, just pouring shots and, you know, popping beers. And while I was there, I got really interested in craft cocktails. I've moved into casual fine dining. I've done a couple cocktail competitions along the way, a Grey Goose one, Woodford one. I think my favorite cocktail to make is one that I call Granules Rum Bouillon. It's a daiquiri that is inspired by the original Pirate Queen. There's some lavender, grapefruit, white rum, and a little bit of lime. As far as the competition goes, I think I'm gonna nail it. I took a look online just to see what all they offer and started using some of the salts as inspiration for a super tasty beverage that I've been concocting in my mind.
This next contestant is hard not to love. He partnered with the All Day Foundation, hosting virtual happy hours to raise money for people in the hospitality industry that were affected by COVID-19.
My name is Anthony Lopez. I'm from New York originally. I'm Cuban Italian. I currently am a bartender / bar consultant. I bartend full-time for SBE at SLS Brickell. I don't know if you guys heard of the All Day Foundation. They were raising money and funds for out-of-work hospitality workers. We were doing live feeds, doing like cocktail classes and tutorials on how to make classics and things like that to raise money and awareness for all these people that were out of work. I would say maybe one of the drinks that I'm best known for is the Mezcal Negroni. It's one of my favorites to do at the altitude pool now. We be doing some thirst traps over there. Y'all gotta come by. I'm feeling pretty good about the competition. I was excited. I was like, oh man, like now something else to get into and to like try and get some exposure and to like put like SLS Brickell and our brand on the map. Like, you know, I was super happy to be a part of it.
This next contestant loves to share recipes that you can make at home. He's full of personality and so are his cocktails.
I'm Miles Robinson from Pompano, Florida, and a bartender, of course. I make awesome cocktails. When I'm creating cocktails, I'm not one of those guys who, I need to use cactus root syrup because it sounds cool. Like, that's not my thing. Like, I like making cocktails that make sense. They taste good. They're just not overthought. I'm excited because I'm a competitive person. I like to compete. And it's a challenge and it's an opportunity for me to be creative. So anytime I'm in those kind of situations, I'm geared up and ready to go. I'm excited.
The next contestant goes by the drinking coach. She spent 7 years as the bar director at One Flew South. Under her direction, they were named the best airport bar in the world.
My name is Tiffany. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, the A. So they call me the drinking coach because I drop knowledge on everybody every time I make the cocktail. I just think it's better when you know better. It tastes better. I love to nerd out, but the guests must nerd out. Overall, I love to serve just a great cocktail. I get my inspiration from color. But when I see color, I'm inspired to get creative. So I think like what ingredients to make it that color, that style, and that's how I do. And also I love history. So if you give me a small history fact, like the tiniest, I'm breaking it wide open. I'm going in, obviously being a Black woman, I love to tie in Black history, Black culture. Anything that has to do with POC or Blacks is going in this drink.
We are so pumped to see what kind of cocktails these talented contestants have up their sleeves. Be sure to tune in on the next episode to find out what they come up with.
I'm already thirsty thinking about it.